Okay, so today's live video is going to be about my healthy eating tips for you guys. So my latest 21-day challenge group just started yesterday, and it just got me thinking about what kind of healthy eating tips I could tell my group about, and just kind of got me thinking about and focusing on healthy eating. So I have several tips for you guys today. So my first healthy eating tip is to plan ahead. So what do I mean by planning ahead? First of all, I always make a list to take to the grocery store. So I always use, I have this handy dandy grocery shopping list on my magnet. It has a magnet on my fridge, and I always write out what I'm going to buy before I go to the grocery store. This makes sure that I don't buy too much food and I just buy the right amount, that I don't overspend, and so that I don't go there without a plan and am there for hours and don't know what the heck I'm doing. So I always write out meats that I'm gonna buy, fruit that I'm gonna buy, veggies that I'm gonna buy, different meals. And not only do you wanna write out a grocery list of the food you wanna get, but you also want to look up recipes. So I always use a cookbook, healthy cookbook, like the Fix8 cookbook that goes along with the 21-day fix, and you can use it for anything. I use food blogs. So the Beachbody blog, I use that a lot because there's so many good recipes on there, and every single thing I've ever made has been good, especially the one I made today that I posted earlier. And there's also other food blogs on Facebook and Pinterest. I always go on Pinterest for ideas too. So you need to make a grocery list, you need to look up recipes, and then you can add to your grocery list by looking at the ingredients for those recipes. And then also you kind of want to plan on what you're going to eat every day. So what am I going to make Monday night? What am I going to make Tuesday night? What am I going to pack for lunches during the week? What am I going to make on Friday night? I kind of, you can kind of pick and choose if you have say 4 or 5 dinners planned out and recipes written down and the grocery list written down. You can kind of decide what day you want to do it, that day or the day before. But I kind of like to try and figure out, okay, Monday I'm making this, Thursday I'm making this, at least the night before too, because you got to get the meat out of the freezer and all that stuff. So always have a plan. And then also you can do meal prepping. I haven't done as much meal prepping as I probably should, and I want to start getting into that. But meal prepping is when you make a lot of your meals ahead of time on, say, Sunday, and then you have them for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You have your lunches already done. You have your dinner's already done. You might just have to heat it up a little bit. So meal prepping is also a great way. Now, I also have a great tip for you guys, which I know a lot of people don't do, but I've been doing this for years, even if people think it's weird or, people at work don't do it. Pack a lunch, okay? Pack a lunch in your little lunch box instead of eating out. So I pack a lunch almost every single day. I think also where I work, you kind of have your own schedule, so sometimes you can kind of you don't have a set lunch hour. So I think that's kind of what helped me too, was, I'm gonna just work during my lunch hour and eat at my desk. So that's a way to save money, save calories, use your leftovers. A lot of people don't use their leftovers. I save every leftover and I eat it the next day for lunch, or I give it to my boyfriend for lunch the next day too. So pack a lunch, save your leftovers, eat them the next day for lunch or dinner. You don't have to be eating something fresh every day. I mean, if you made it last night, it's still kind of fresh to me, and it's healthy. And then my other tip is to minimize snacks. This is a huge problem for me. I love snacking. It's a really bad habit. I'm trying to get better at it, but whatever. It's something that I'm not good at, and I'm trying. So minimize your snacks by not buying as many snacks. I know if I go to Trader Joe's because they have the best snacks ever, and I buy 5 different snacks of popcorn and chocolate pretzels and all this stuff, and I have them in my apartment, I'm going to eat them. So if you minimize your snacks, maybe get 1 bag of Smart Pop or whatever and bring that home and just have that for the week. And when you run out, you run out. So that's another healthy tip for you, is to just minimize the snacks by not having as many snacks in your pantry, in your kitchen, in your fridge, and then you won't have as much to eat. And then you'll just be like, okay, well, I don't have anything and I don't feel like running out to the store, so you won't have snacks to eat. Also, drink lots of water. Okay, so this helps me also when I'm trying not to snack as much. I just start chugging some water, and it keeps you fuller longer. I've also drink a lot of LaCroix because that helps me. It makes me think like I'm having pop or something or having a treat, but it's just really flavored water. So that's another way to like curb cravings later at night, is to have a LaCroix. Also eat whole foods. So whole foods are like this nectarine right here. It's fruit, vegetables, anything that's real, okay? So anything that's not processed by a manufacturer. Okay, so nuts are good too. Anything that you know grows from the ground or is real food and is not processed with crap in it, is not in a box, it's something that can actually become perishable. That's whole foods, and that's what you want to try and eat the most of every day, is get as much whole foods in your diet as you can before eating anything else that's processed. I know that's not as easy, especially when you grow up in the United States and you're eating processed food a lot. It's hard to break that habit, but just try and lead with eating whole foods first. And finally, my last tip is learn more about nutrition. I'm always trying to learn more about nutrition. I definitely have room to improve. I definitely have things that I could be learning still. So read nutrition blogs, read articles, read magazines, study up, read books. There's a ton of books out there about nutrition too, and different diets. I wouldn't say diets, more of like lifestyle of eating, not like a fad diet, but learn about paleo, learn about gluten-free, learn about vegetarian, vegan, learn about different nutrition facts and tips, and constantly be trying things out. You know, something that works for somebody else might not work for me, or something that works for me might not work for you. So you kind of gotta figure out what's gonna work best for you, but become educated in nutrition, because it is your health, it is your life, and the more you know about nutrition, the longer you possibly will live, because you're leading a healthier lifestyle and treating your body right. So I kind of want to just recap what I went over. So my tips are: be prepared, plan ahead, get a grocery list, get recipes, meal prep if you need to. Also, pack your lunch. You save money, you save calories, you're eating healthier. Minimize your snacks. Don't have as many snacks at your house where you live accessible for you, because you will eat them if they're there. Drink lots of water. That's a given. I talk about that all the time, but a lot of people don't do it. So drink lots of water. Eat whole foods. Eat things that are from the planet, from the ground, that aren't full of processed crap. And then also learn more about nutrition, become more educated. So I hope you found all these health tips, healthy eating tips helpful. And if there's any kind of topics you want me to talk about, let me know and I will talk about them. And I can't wait to talk to you guys again and do another live video. I'm going to be doing one a week at least. So I hope you find these tips helpful and you implement them into your life.